Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to just a regular Monday in my life. I have a virtual consultation in an hour, so I'm gonna get ready and thought it'd be fun to just hang out while I put on some makeup, if you can call it makeup. This is the PCA Sheer Tint SPF. I actually just posted a full, not a tutorial, but a full face of first impressions, I think is what the cool kids call it. It didn't do that well. So I don't know. I get a lot of questions about acne safe makeup, but doesn't seem to perform super well. But anyway, I love doing my fake makeup look, which is really usually just some form of SPF disguised as makeup, and that is just what I like. So you're probably thinking, why are you applying your SPF with a makeup brush? And that is just how I like to do it. A little background on everything that's going on. I feel like we need a vent sesh. Not a vent sesh, that sounds negative, but there's just been a lot of, I guess you could say, build up to the launch of my product line. That's the main thing on my mind right now. Aside from clients, that is really kind of like my day-to-day thing. It has been a little bit challenging just to have, and YouTube and the podcast have so many things I care so deeply about. I'm not stressed in the sense that my mental health is crippling, but it's the kind of stress where I keep waking up at 4 a.m. because I think my body is just a little bit anxious, and especially with this product line, I really just want to get it out there. If anybody's thinking about, starting a brand, launching product, my best advice would be not to wait as long as I did. You guys probably know this about me, but I am such a perfectionist. And it's a good thing in a lot of ways, to hold yourself to a high standard. Whoops. White turtleneck, not the smartest. But at some point you just gotta launch it, otherwise it's gonna drive you crazy, and there's always gonna be more and more things you could obsess about or want to tweak. I actually kind of feel guilty because I'm working on my project with a graphic designer, and I sent her the longest email yesterday, the Sunday, supposed to be the day of rest, and I am obviously just prepping for this launch. So I went through the whole entire website. I'm checking links, trying to check every bit of text because, I don't want something to go up and then it's misspelled. It's my brand, and now that I have worked on it for 2 years, if something's not 100% the way I want it, I have to speak up. And sometimes that means I've changed my mind, and then I feel guilty for changing my mind. So yeah, I woke up, I think I've applied enough SPF. I woke up at 4 a.m. last night, just that feeling where you're just ready to get the day started, and you're why can't it be 7 a.m? I'm ready to go. And I know myself, I know some people can wake up at 4 or 5 a.m. and go to the gym and start their day. For me, if I'm tired, I don't have a great day. Sleep really is important to me. And this is the Color Science bronzer, by the way. I am in love with it. I talked about it in my makeup video. And it looks very tan on camera. Promise I'm gonna blend it out. It is potent. What was I saying? Yeah, I shot up at 4 a.m. and I was just ready to go. there's definitely things I could be working on at that time, but I just don't want to be tired and then go through my day with clients and not be tired and not give 100%. And also because with virtual consultations, the way I work involves like writing out a very thorough treatment plan and you know, putting together a routine for them. So I really got to be kind of on my A game. I don't want to make a mistake. So for me, sleep is like very, very important. But because I took the melatonin like early in the morning, I feel a little bit groggy. So I took four espresso shots, which is a lot for me. And yeah, we're just gonna try to power through. But all in all, I'm so excited and just need to get this out. I just honestly, if you were planning on starting a business, a brand, a company, my best advice is to launch like somewhat fast. You want to put in the time, research, planning, but don't wait 2 years to finally do it like me. I mean, yeah, definitely pros and cons to being a perfectionist. But I just think it's better to launch and then adjust, you know? And I feel so guilty because I sent my graphic designer, I sent her the longest email on Sunday saying like, I noticed this and this and this on the website. Can we tweak this? Poor thing. She's really put up with me. Thank you, Kaylee. Gosh, you probably want to kill me. It's just the way I am. I can't help it. And I'd rather, even if it takes a little longer and it takes more work, I would just rather fix things, you know, now that it has taken like 2 years. But this is my final round of edits. We're not playing this game too much longer. It's just getting a little crazy. But yeah, I've never obviously launched a skincare brand before, so there's so much, like, I hope it's good enough. I hope I have time to film enough content. I'm gonna have to run the Instagram. Not have to, I can't wait, but I don't know, I might need some help or support at some point, because I feel like the way I'm doing things, which is pretty much everything on my own aside from help from my graphic design person who's amazing. I try to do everything on my own, which every business person tells you is a mistake. You need to delegate. And now that I have my own social media, I have YouTube, I have my podcast, I have my client business, I have my skincare line, I think I'm probably going to need some support. I just don't know exactly like what that role would be like. Can I afford it? Lots of things. So for right now, it's just me, and that is, you know, I can't complain. I can't complain unless I ask for help. So I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I have a client at 11. I look a little bronzed, but we're just gonna hope it kind of fades throughout the day. Almost forgot my favorite part, which I mentioned in my recent full face of makeup, acne safe makeup, is my little peachy highlight, which is so pretty. Makes me so happy. So before my consultation, my client meeting, I like to go over all of their notes, look at their photos, organize a little photo folder for them, and look over everything they're using in their routine. That way I sort of have a game plan, and look over like their history, medications, allergies, all that stuff. Just so when I go into the meeting, I feel a little bit more prepared, and then I'm not wasting anybody's time and I'm a little bit familiar with things they're going to be listing off. So that's that. I have 2 appointments today, 3 tomorrow. In between, we may record a little Ask Me Anything podcast. Let me know if you guys like the guests or solo episodes better. So that's my day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy this vlog. I have been really into Daily Harvest, obviously. Oh my god, their ice cream. Heavenly. I mean, it's not normal ice cream, but ingredients are awesome. And I'm just really into it. I know I can make smoothies myself, which I still do, but having convenient options as a very busy person really puts my mind at ease, and that's something I'm comfortable investing in and spending my money on if it makes my workday a little bit easier. So stocked up on Daily Harvest, and for breakfast we are gonna have some oats. So you just add your water, microwave it. This is not sponsored, I'm just really into Daily Harvest. And then you have your little oats. This is the reality of my morning so far. One hand is good, so I can use this for content. Couple fell off, and then I started ripping them off, and yeah, I'm just not meant to have nails. I like to have my hands. It's hard to text. It's been way too long. It's been about a month since I have uploaded a video, and I honestly feel horrible about it. Not because I feel pressure from you guys at all. It's just something I've been so good and consistent with for so long, and it honestly is really easy to fall off the bandwagon with YouTube, because unlike TikTok, where it still takes time, and you could spend an hour on a TikTok if you're putting more thought into it. You could also spend 2 minutes on a TikTok. When you're on YouTube, it takes time to film videos, also vlogs, because they're more like in the moment. It's just something you have to think of to include in your day, and when I'm in the rhythm of it, I was doing so good, but then it takes time to upload it, edit it, all that stuff. And as you guys know, my brand Free Skin by Tessa launched about 2 months ago, and ever since then it's just taken like any extra free time that I had, which was not a lot, has gone into Free Skin, which is awesome. I'm so happy about it. But yeah, customer responses, shipping, getting to the post office, all of these things have taken up more time, and marketing the products, that's a whole nother thing. Like starting another Instagram page for Free Skin. Yeah, it's just very interesting as a business owner how much attention to detail you need to invest in your business to have any prayer of success. Also, tax season, not gonna even get into it because it's not the vibe, but tax season, QuickBooks, getting an accountant. Yeah, I feel like most of my life lately has been like putting out fires with getting my taxes in order, making sure Free Skin is running smoothly, and I just haven't had that little extra time that I used to put into YouTube, which makes me honestly really sad because I love it so much. It's my favorite platform, and I have said this before, but I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. It's because YouTube takes a lot more time, honestly. Hours and hours. So I just haven't had that lately. Haven't even taken weekends off, but I don't want to give up. I love YouTube. I love you for watching, and I'm just trying to make an effort to whip out my camera before I start my day. And that's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to be a bit better. I filmed my morning. I had some breakfast and got into my day. And I hope this doesn't sound complaining. I'm just kind of sharing how time really gets sucked away very easily. I had a consultation this morning with one of my clients. Lots of emails kept pouring in, and what I'm realizing is smart to do that I've heard before is batch your emails, which I don't do. And especially when it's like free skin or something with my designer or a client or my accountant, I want to get to that email and help them with what they need right away. But I'm realizing it's really difficult because it interrupts the flow of your day. Then did a little TikTok that took about 45 minutes, and now it is, I think, 2:45, and yeah, the day has flown by. I'm gonna make a little lunch, so let's go do that. I must say I'm the happiest with my skin I have been in a long time. I did notice when I'm stressed out, things come up. And what I've been noticing and getting lately, which I never used to get, is more like, I don't get the little breakouts I used to get, but now I'll get these huge cysts, like once every 2 weeks. I had one in my hairline, I had one on my forehead. It's probably going to scar. But yeah, I've never experienced that before. I am obsessed with my skincare lately, and maybe I'll do a nighttime routine tonight, but honestly, owe my life to Duality by Jan Marini. Hands down the most game-changing product I've ever used. I'll put my email below in case anybody wants to order it. I do think it's important to prep the skin for acne products, which I don't feel like many people talk about, but I talk about Duality, and at the same time I feel like people will have a better result if the skin is prepped, if they have a consult with me, if their skin is prepared for those active ingredients. If your skin is already in a pretty good place, it's not sensitive, sensitized, you use good quality products, you may be ready for Duality. But chef's kiss, it is 10% micronized benzoyl peroxide and all trans retinol. You guys know I used to be a tretinoin girl, no longer. I've gotten way better results for myself and my clients in terms of acne with Duality, and I know that might be a little bit controversial, but here's my unpopular opinion. And I am a believer in Tret. I'm not saying it's a bad product. I think it's phenomenal. It's probably, I think Tret is the next best thing if you, you know, wanted to go through insurance. I think it can do great things. The only thing is I think of it as more of a long-term, long-tail product. Derms do not even want to see you for 3 months when you start Tret because you're probably going to purge. Some people don't, but most people do. And for me, I started seeing results honestly about 1.5 years into Tret, and I know for a lot of people it takes a long time and a lot of people give up, and it's very frustrating. Duality, on the other hand, okay, pros of Duality: minimal, if any, sensitivity. I did experiment with alternating Tret and Duality, and I found it's and I talked to Jan about this, it's just better to stick to one, to stick to Duality rather than go back and forth. That is when I noticed more sensitivity and irritation when I was trying to go back and forth. If you just stick with Duality, no problem. I can also use my Jan Marini glycolic cleanser, which is amazing, a couple times a week in the morning. That is my skin. It may not be for everybody, but doing that has been extremely helpful, and using my Duo for the other days as my go-to cleansers. Where are they? Oh, I was filming a TikTok, so I think they're on the couch. But yeah, I've really been loving that with skin. It's so exciting when you find something that works as an acne-prone person, because my reality is no longer waking up with breakouts, and I wish everybody could try this. Simply amazing. Also, benzoyl and retinol, previously thought to be incompatible ingredients, but stable in this product. Pretty life-changing. Okay, little update on Free Skin. I'm looking at my box of low foams, which is all we have left, a couple low foams. Undo has been going real quick. I feel like I need to stock up on Undo. I think there has been a gap in the makeup remover / first cleanse space, especially in the fragrance-free category, which is way more in demand now than in previous years. I'm finding a lot of customers just don't want it in their products. And I feel like most first cleanses or makeup removers are oil cleansers, oil balms, which is something I don't agree with. I don't have them in my practice. I don't recommend them. I was just talking with my dermatologist, who is the top derm in San Francisco. She says she agrees that she's not a fan of the oil cleansers, and I was telling her I specialize in acne and rosacea. That's mostly what I see, and yeah, I never recommend anyone using them. I also understand people have different philosophies, and I totally respect that. So if oil cleansers work for you, that's all that matters. But for me in my practice, just for like the sake of results and limiting anything that could be standing in my client's way of progress, I take out the oil cleansers. I was also chatting with my derm about oil balms and rosacea, and she agreed with me. She said it's like putting a roof over the Demodex mites' head. Like, it's giving them their food source, which is oil. So that's what they feed off of. That's what they thrive on. So, and it doesn't make sense with acneic people who, I mean, we get breakouts when that follicle gets clogged, when there's a buildup of oil and sebum and dead cells. So I never want to add to that in the cleansing process. It just doesn't make sense to me. I feel very strongly if oils are going to be used, they should be used last because they are a larger molecule size. So that said, need to order more. There is a pre-order option available on my site, which as soon as things sell out, this is always how it works in business. When things sell out, you start to get more orders pouring in. So my restock should be here very soon, but thank you to anyone who has ordered or supported me in any way. It truly means the world, and I'm so thankful. Okay, I'm gonna make a little lunch, which is also, I think, gonna be Daily Harvest, but let's go see what I have in the fridge. Okay, don't at me if you don't like tuna. This is what I use. I'm aware that might be gross to some. It is the Thai chili tuna. We get this from Grocery Outlet, which is amazing. Obsessed with Grocery Outlet. Gonna add some tomatoes, avocado, and my favorite vegan feta. If you're trying to cut out dairy and you're looking for an alternative, which for me, feta was like the only cheese I was really still eating about a year ago. And I switched to this, and I'm obsessed. It tastes like the same thing. It's great. So chopping up some lettuce, doing the whole thing. I'm gonna save Daily Harvest for a day when I'm more desperate, I guess. there she is. Pretty simple, but very yummy and tasty. So kind of cool. I haven't announced this or updated anybody on YouTube, but I am getting my nutrition certificate, which is very exciting. I'm going through NASM, the National Academy of Sports Medicine. So I'm also trying to be a student, and I also haven't been able to study the past week because I've just been so busy in prioritizing my business because it's how I make money, but really excited to learn more about nutrition and incorporate that in some capacity in my business. I was just realizing there were moments I wanted to touch on nutrition with my clients, and I really couldn't because it's not in the scope of practice of an esthetician. So we're really limited in that sense, and I didn't want to feel like that anymore. So getting my nutrition certificate, my goal is not to like make meal plans, advise on weight loss, anything like that. Basically, I just want to be able to talk about the nutritional benefits and how they relate to skin health. So super excited about that. And let me know if you guys are interested in more nutrition content and hearing about going back to school. So who would have thought this girl is reducing her caffeine intake, which is, yeah, I'm not going to say quitting coffee because I love coffee, but I'm seriously looking at reducing it. I just realized with an autoimmune condition, spiking my stress first thing in the morning, it really takes a toll on my body. I feel it. I feel the stress, and it really ramps up my anxiety. And yeah, overdoing caffeine is not great for acne-prone people. So this is my little alternative. It does taste pretty close to coffee. It's an herbal blend of dandelion, actually, and it is caffeine free. It's pretty good. This is what I use for my coffee creamer, just organic coconut milk from a can. So I pour in my hot water, give it a little stir, add my coconut cream, and that's my hot coffee replacement. Some days of the week I will be fiending for a Americano or an iced coffee or a latte. So usually I'll do half decaf or full decaf. Some of you wanted to see the behind the scenes of Free Skin. Here it is. Basically, this is all my formula, so it comes in these boxes and I have to get them up 4 flights of stairs. And then I basically look at every order and print out my labels and begin the packaging process of getting everything wrapped securely, because some of these bottles go across the country, they go a long way. And one thing I've learned is the post office is aggressive. Even if you put fragile on it, basically you have to assume Murphy's Law. Anything you think could possibly break will break, even plastic. So that's been a fun learning experience, but yeah, basically can never be too careful with shipping. So that's what I'm gonna get started on right now. I need to make a trip to the post office to drop off some Free Skin packages. Dylan went this morning, which was super nice, but more came in. So I spent the morning packing these up very, very carefully. Extra bubble wrap, extra recycled paper. By the way, I always source all of the packing materials as sustainably as possible and always try to use recycled materials. All of my products are also sustainably sourced, cruelty-free, and vegan. So yeah, I have this big box that has a little fragile sticker overload, but it's just necessary. Got to be careful, and would rather be careful than aesthetic sometimes. So the most important thing is that they get to their destination in one piece. So I'm going to haul these into the car, and this is my little casual errand outfit. I'm obsessed with these trousers. They're new. Just took off the tag. They're from Aloe, and they feel like sweats, but they look like kind of a nice dressy trouser. They have that material. I'm obsessed. My YSL that I treated myself to when I started my business. And yeah, I have to go to the post office and to get some blood work done. That's hopefully nothing, but I haven't been feeling the best, so I'm gonna go get some blood work done and see what that's about, and might treat myself to a little iced tea. So yeah, gonna hop in the car and hopefully I find a spot and I'm not late. Bag has been secured, dropped off all of the packages, and got my blood work done and peed in a cup, so that's always humbling. And I wanted to treat myself to Starbucks, but they're literally out of all of the teas, which is really what I wanted. I try not to drink caffeine after 11:30, so it's way too late. It's almost 3, so I guess we're gonna head home and get back to my desk. So that was this little adventure.